playoffs. And we have the Kiski School ranked number 2 in the state taking on number 15 George School. We have about 2 minutes till kickoff. I apologize if it sounds pretty windy up here. It's pretty mild right now, but it's been rip-roaring up here on top of the roof. So if it gets a little windy, I apologize. I'm using my tie to try and knock down the wind a little bit, but you might hear like the world is coming down around me, which is not too far off with the canopy and everything around me. So hopefully we'll be able to get you a good view and a good sound so that you can enjoy this first round of the playoffs. Looks like the teams are meeting here with the referees, so we're getting ready to start. Looks like the George School is wearing green today, and the Kiski School will be wearing their all-white uniforms. Not sure who's going to be taking possession the first half, but it looks like we're getting ready to go.
The Crusaders of Columbus.
I apologize, folks, if it's not streaming. I'm trying to get it going. If you are watching, give me a second.
He'll work with the starting spots. And he'll tell you, okay, they need to do 10.
Okay, everyone. Sorry, we had a little technical difficulties there. There are 35 minutes and 50 seconds left. I'm a little out of breath from running up and down the stairs, but here we go. We have Max Silberg taking a fine shot, just missing the left side of the net. It is 0-0 in the first round of the PAISA AA soccer playoffs. We have number 2 ranked Kiski taking on number 15 ranked George School. Kiski is wearing their all white uniforms and George is in the hunter green. I apologize for the amount of wind up here, but we'll try and block it as much as we can. Back to action. Noah Giovanelli takes the ball, dishes it off to Alec Balcastro as Max Silberg makes a run, looks to make a cross, and the George School keeper hangs on to it. Dylan McDonough charges in, tries to take it away. George Davison takes possession, back to Joe Acoin. And back to the tender, Nick Sheth, who gives it back from Dylan McDonough, sends it upfield to Belcastro, over to McDonough. Noah Giovanelli makes the run. It's defended away by number 20 of St. George, or of George School, and George takes possession. David Egbo gets it, passes it over to Mark Alexander, who puts it through to Belcastro, just out of his reach. George takes possession again, looking to come the other way. Egbo takes it, settles it down, looking to make a pass. Does far near side here to Rafa, who charges in and puts it in the back of the net for the first goal for the Cougars. With the assist from David Egbo, Rafa is able to bury it in the right side of the net, giving the Cougars the 1-0 lead. With 7 minutes into the first half, we have 33-29 left in the first half as the Cougars take a 1-0 lead. trying to block the wind up here for you, using my tie of all things. But it is very windy up here on the roof. George School takes possession. Bodied hard by Max Silberg. No advantage given. Again to Rafa, who puts another one in. That makes 2 goals for Rafa in less than 30 seconds, giving the Cougars a 2-0 lead here in the first round of the PAISAA playoffs. Max Silberg made an excellent pass, an absolutely brilliant pass to Rafa, who's able to strike it into the left side of the net this time. With 33-16, that's 2 goals in 13 seconds. With 33-16, the Cougars take possession, looking to add more to their total. Cut off. St. George looks to move the other way. Noah Giovanelli able to run interference. McDonough comes long ball the other side. George Davison looks to play it down. Does so. Looking to make the cross. Makes a nice move against the defender. Is able to get it through, but deflected into the keeper's arms. And the keeper boots it to midfield. Number 17 plays it down. I'm sorry, 37 for George School. I don't have rosters, just the Kiski School. I'll try and give you numbers. 22 playing defense against McDonough. Makes a through pass. 31 settles it down for George. Looking to go the other way as McDonough plays defense and gets it to Mark Alexander. Up the middle to Belcastro. Over to Guy. Through the middle to Silberg. Wasn't sure if it was for him or not. And the defender clears it away for a Kiski throw-in. Taken by Teo. Into Giovanelli. Back to Teo on the wing. Looking to do something pretty with it. Gets stripped by the defender who takes it the other way. The Cougars double team. Unable to prevail. Ball out. Given to George School. Number 20 will do the throw-in. Nobody home but a Cougar. Sends it up the middle. Guy looking for Davison. Does find it through a lot of traffic. And it's played out. And it's given to the George School, who has a quick throw-in. And he boots it to midfield, where number 37 looks to do something. However, McDonough plays defense back to our keeper. Boots it far side down the right, not able to connect with Teo, but Guy comes up with it and puts the Cougars on the attack as Silberg rushes in, takes the shot just a bit outside, gives the possession back to George School. 30 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. As we have elapsed 10 minutes in the first half here, the Cougars have a 2-0 lead here in the first round of the playoffs. I apologize to our viewers at home if the stream stopped streaming. Hopefully, you're back with us. We have 6 minutes left, approximately, in halftime, and the Cougars have a 4-0 lead here in the first half of the PAISAA playoffs. And we are taking on the number 15 seed, George School, and we are the number 2 seed, Kiski Cougars. So hopefully you're back with us. I apologize. The wind is really wreaking havoc up here on our electronics. Believe it or not, it blew so hard that it blew the cord out of the streaming device. So, and you can hear it rip-roaring around. So stick with us. In about 5 minutes, we'll be back with second half action. A lot of scoring on the part of the Cougars. And it looks like we're about 5.5 minutes away from second half action. Stick around. Okay, looks like we're getting ready to get back into action here at the Kiski School in the first round of the PAISAA playoffs. The Cougars have a 4-0 lead over the George School. Let me get situated here, try and block the wind with my tie. There we go. If you were here in the first half and the stream stopped, I apologize. We had some technical difficulties, but we are back live, hopefully. As the George School will have possession here to start the second half. They look to be a little bit more offensive. I don't believe they have had a shot on net. Maybe one shot, but the Cougars have 4 goals. One scored by Max Silberg, one scored by Teo Perazzi, and 2 scored by Rafa. Number 25 and number 37 will look to inbound it. Just waiting for the clock to reset. Here we go. Getting ready. And we're in. The George School blasts it deep, looking to make a run down the far side. Played away by Sam Tackett, who starts here in the second half. Sean Bernard gets it. Spinorama. Played away, back to Bernard. The George School comes away with possession. 22 kicks it over to 25. Back to their defender. George Davison pressures. And possession is given to the Cougars as Giovanelli throws it in to Max Silberg, who plays it over to Guy. Guy looks to make a pass. Instead makes a run up the middle, has space. Defended by George School. Max Silberg turns, looks to shoot, does, and scores with 39:09. 51 seconds into the second half. The Cougars take a 5-0 lead. Max Silberg, with his second goal of the game, will give the Cougars a comfortable 5-goal lead. Max was given a ton of space, was able to make the turn, get upfield, and put it in the back of the net. St. George comes charging the other way. Body out of bounds. But Sam Tackett able to play defense, throws it in. McDonough over to Mark Alexander. Through the middle to Guy. Guy turns. Belcastro takes it. Looks to go up the field, but decides to turn around. Settles it down near side. Giovanelli through to Max Silberg. Rafa makes a run, has space, and just to the left of the net, looking for that hat trick on the day. Rafa pushes it left. Looked like he had plenty of space on the right side of the net, just not able to make it happen. Sorry, I had to step away there for a second. George Davison comes through. Tries to go near side on the keeper. Just to the left of the net. We're back in action. 37-20 left in the second half. The Cougars have a 5-0 lead as number 20 comes through to make the kick. Kicks it far side, out of bounds, or near side, out of bounds. Not able to be controlled as Noah Giovanelli makes the throw into Guy. Guy looks to make the pass in the middle, does so to AB. Back to McDonough, over to Sam Tackett. Makes a cut, passes middle to Guy. Off his foot, George comes the other way. Giovanelli defends it. Rafa looking for support, finds Davison on the near side. Back to the middle. Belcastro turns. Looking for a pass, finds it. Rafa tripped. Booted. And Silberg, off of the bad pass and the whole mix-up, Rafa appears to be down. Jammed his knee pretty hard against the defender, but Max Silberg scores his hat trick on the day, giving the Cougars a 6-0 lead. We have the trainer coming on for Rafa. Appear to have went knee to knee on the defender who stepped up in the box. It was a rough play, but Rafa turned, kicked it off the defender. Max Silberg settles it down and buries it in the back of the net. We have 36-13 here in the second half as we take a little bit of an injury timeout to see if we can get Rafa figured out. Maybe looks like his foot as Bob, our trainer, comes on. We've had goals by Max Silberg. He's had 3 goals as our captain today. We've had Teo score 1 in the first half. We had 4 goals from the Cougar, and within 4 minutes here in the second half, we've had 2 more additional goals. Rafa's standing again. Looks like he's trying to put weight on that leg. Trainers are going to help him off the field. Looked like when he came across, he went leg to leg for sure with the other defender, and is able to come off the field with some help as we continue with the second half here. Here we go. Back into action with 36-15 left in the second half. I keep saying the first half, I'm sorry. St. George. I'm all frazzled here. After the Max Silberg hat trick. But George School comes across looking to get some time of possession in their end. Does so. Nobody's home. Guy comes, blasts it. Max Silberg makes the run, chests it down, gets away with it behind the defense. All alone, is able to bury it in the back of the net. That makes it 7-0 for the Cougars. With 35-37 left, Max Silberg, his 4th goal of the day. As Max Silberg comes off, and I think that might be Cully. Cully comes on in place of Max Silberg. We're going to have a running game clock from this point out. Oh, that sun feels so delicious. It's been so junky here all day. We've had a ton of rain, but now it seems the sun wants to come out and dry the field out a little bit. here in the second half. Mark Alexander looks to do something with it. Does so. Over to Aiden Barefoot in on the game. McGee takes it midfield into Belcastro. Stutter steps back across the field to Barefoot. Up to Cully. Nope, I'm sorry. That's Gee. Belcastro in the middle. Creates some space. Sends it through. Cut off by the defender. George Davison run hard. Clears it off, but George School comes away with it. Looks to gain some space. Davison defends again with help from AB. And the defender for George School kicks it out. Aiden Barefoot quickly inbounds it. George sends it high into the air. And the George School looks to come away with it. Finds the through pass. And it trickles in off the foot of the, I'm not sure, somebody. 22, I think, is going to get credit for the goal. Just able to get it past the defender and the goalkeeper for the Cougars. With 33:46 left, that gives the George School on their first shot of the day, I believe, maybe second shot. It gives them their first goal as they look to climb their way back from a 6-goal deficit. Just out of the reach of Barefoot. George School comes the other way with the throw-in. Not sure. Here we go. 36 is going to throw it in. Played down by Barefoot. To Gee. To number 20. Comes the other way for the George School. Taken away by Sam Tackett. Alec Belcastro comes across the middle. Gets it to Gee, who runs it far side. Sean Bernard tries to settle it down, does so. Now he needs to make some space for himself. Gets it back to Sam Tackett. Through to Noah Giovanelli. To Belcastro, near side. Barefoot not able to get it down from the pass from Belcastro. 32:30 left in the second half. Cougars have a 7-1 lead. There's number 28 coming to take the throw in. Throws it in, settled down. George School looks to make a run off his player. Kiski comes the other way. Gee defended heavily, but is able to send it back to the defender, Alexander, who sends it all the way to the other side of the field. It's headed down, but Cully bodies it away. It gets back to midfield with Gee. There it is. Cully defends it. Not able to keep possession. And back to the George School. Who boots it downfield. Played down by Sam Tackett. Sends it far, but McDillah's got to chase it down. And the George School attackers not able to get possession. That'll give it to Kiski for the throw-in, which will be taken. Oh, I lie. Here comes substitutions a second. Gee's coming out of the field, and Kai is coming in. And Zach Hegedus is also in the game. Looking to give our starters some rest here in the second half as the Cougars have a 7-1 lead. Out of bounds off Sam Tackett. 30 minutes and 47 seconds left in the second half. Cougars wearing all white. George School wearing green. McDonough battles hard. Not able to get it away. But the Cougars swarm number 37, who's given advantage and the free kick at just about the 25-yard line. Well within striking range. Looking for goal number 2. They take it quick. instead of taking the free kick towards the net, but 31 plays it down. Over to 20, inside to 37. Makes the cross to 22. And Mark Alexander plays it away. Here comes 28 up to play the ball. Back to 28. And it's settled down by the goalkeeper for the Cougars. Who boots it to the middle. Headed by the George School. Sam Tackett plays it. Cougars look to make some movement with the ball. Giovanelli back to Alexander, who runs in. Giovanelli, AB. AB cuts to Giovanelli. Looks to get upfield. Makes the through pass to Sean Bernard. Just out of his reach as the George School keeper makes the slide save. We have 29 minutes and 9 seconds left. Midfield, Giovanelli heads it down. Back to Dylan McDonough, who goes far side. Sam Tackett back to me, near side, and out of bounds, as Hegedus isn't able to play the ball as it's out of his reach. Substitutions 35-33, coming in for 31-25 for the George School. Thrown in, Cougars take possession. Noah Giovanelli runs upfield, looking for help. Goes out wide to Kai, who gets it tangled up in his feet and loses possession. Luckily, the Cougars have been able to get possession back pretty quickly all day. Kai gets the ball back for himself. AB to McDonough. Up through, Giovanelli makes the through pass to Cully. Back to Giovanelli. Hegedus makes this run down the sideline. Back to Giovanelli. AB, touch pass, back to AB. Looking to make the shot. Finds space. But defended by the George School, who comes the other way on the attack. Number 22, their goal scorer, looks to do something with it. Barefoot takes possession for the Cougars. '28 will take the throw in for the George School with 27:05 left to play in the second half. Bodied out, 36 will take the throw in for the George School. And nope, number 28 is going to do it. 7-1 Cougars lead here in the second half. Inbound at 35, stripped by number 11 Giovanelli. Gets past, looking to make space and find a pass. Crosses it far side, intercepted by the George School, who looks to make a cut. 22 not able to get control as he slips. AB gets it back to Giovanelli, far side. Sam Tackett off the defender, able to get it back, get it up to Kai. Kai looks to make a run up the sideline. It's bumped out of bounds. Tackett throws it in quickly to Giovanelli. Giovanelli comes across the midfield, brings it near side, where Aiden Barefoot takes it back to Mark Alexander, who's looking to make something happen for himself. Get involved more with the offense. Mark Alexander comes up from defense. Barefoot does as well. Looking for somebody to make a run. Back to Barefoot. To Alexander. Switches the field to Giovanelli. Looking for movement. Not a whole lot happening. And the George School sends it out of bounds. Tack it quickly into Giovanelli. Cougars have definitely slowed their pace down. Mark Alexander looks to make space, finds some up the sideline. Zach cut off by the defender off of Hegedus. George School comes quickly in bounds off of AB. And we have a substitute. We have number 29 coming off the field for the George School and number 31 coming on. 28 will take the throw-in somewhere here. There he is. And 35 takes the ball down. Defended by Cully Colantino. Booted into the attacker. Played back. Sean Bernard bodies it down. Turns midfield. Gives it to Giovanelli. Giovanelli over to AB. AB makes a run. Looking for help. Finds it. Over on the side, Kai. Puts it down. Regains control. Defended by the George defenders, who sends it all the way down to the Kiski goalkeeper. Rolls it back to McDonough. Here comes the wind again. McDonough makes the run. Pushes it. Is cut off by the defender. McDonough gives him a slight bump. McDonough gets a quick talk from the referee. Probably about his aggressive play there. With a 7-1 lead, the Cougars gain possession. We have 23 minutes. Hegedus goes hard. Gains possession for the Cougars. Aiden Barefoot steps up to take the throw-in. Does so. Giovanelli midfield over to AB. AB makes a cut to Giovanelli. Back to AB. Inside. Defended. Comes back. 37 offsides for the George School. And AB takes it off the free kick from Alexander. AB midfield. Giovanelli passes it up wide to Kai. Not able to retain possession. Fights hard to get it back. Does so. Giovanelli. Near side. Alexander. Threads it. Bernard. Plays defense. Not able to knock it down as the defender for the George School kicks it all the way back to the other side of the field. We will have Rio coming in for Sean Bernard. We have 21 minutes left in the second half. 21 minutes and 12 seconds. Inbounded by Barefoot. Giovanelli gets possession back to the goalkeeper, who boots it. 22 goes up for the header, misses it. Giovanelli takes possession, gets it to AB midfield, who makes the run to Hegedus, but it's defended by the George School. Number 36 gets it. 28 makes the cut. Defended by Giovanelli, then McDonough, and Rio gets his first touch of the game. Over to Sam Tackett, makes the cut. AB. I apologize for all the wind up here. AB, Noah Giovanelli runs through the middle. Gets it to Rio. Handles out to Kai. Kai looks to make the cut. Keeps possession. Giovanelli defended by everybody. Played back. Sam Tackett. Sam up to Kai. Kai makes a move, looking for somebody. Finds AB. AB goes far side, or I apologize, near side over here to Hegedus, just out of bounds, beyond his reach. Who's not able to play it. We have 19 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second half. The Cougars have a 7-1 lead. We have 24 coming off, 25 coming on for the George School. And we're going to have it again. Here we go. Thrown back in by the defender. The George School looks to make the attack. Midfield 22 takes it to 33. Giovanelli takes it back off the defense of Cully Colantino. Rio comes in with it. Has it stripped away. Kai with the good defense. Able to get the ball back for the Cougars. Here comes AB. Has all the space he needs. Turns, shoots, and was off the defender. Awkwardly pushes it sideways just past the net. But it gives the Cougars a corner kick. The first corner kick for the Cougars all day. Comes with 18 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second half. It looks like Alec Belcastro will take it, plays it quickly to Giovanelli. Giovanelli dances, comes up awkward, as it looks like he jammed something. Mark Alexander gets it to Zach Hegedus. Belcastro comes through the middle into Giovanelli, back to Belcastro, over to Giovanelli. Looks for the through pass, gets through off the defender. Cougars take possession. Handball against Kai. Quickly, the George School comes up, looks to make a run through. Wyatt Gillespie in on goalkeeper, boots at the midfield before the George attacker is able to get to it. But they make another run, just out of the reach of number 37 off the pass of 22. Wyatt able to run up and scoop it up before they're able to do anything with it. Giovanelli, Belcastro, McDonough in there too. Sam Tackett up to Kai, out of bounds on the Cougars. Nope, they're going to give possession to the Cougars. Not sure why, but looks like Tackett will throw it in. Number 11, Giovanelli, takes upfield. Out to Hegedus. Looks to turn and make a cut. Is cut off by the defender. Zach works hard to get it back, does so. Not able to keep it in on the end line there. 16:03 left in the second half. George School throws it in. 36 takes it. Looks for some help as Hegedus plays defense. Cully steps in, takes it, turns. Not able to find any space, but Belcastro blasts one off the defender. And out of bounds. The Cougars will go on the attack. And their end deep. We have substitutions. We have Giovanelli coming out after a nice day of work in the midfield. Sean Bernard comes in relief. Here comes the George School on attack. Defended by McDonough. Back to Wyatt Gillespie. Aiden Barefoot makes the pass to Rio. Rio makes the pass to Bernard. Off his foot. George School comes the other way. Barefoot plays it, but behind the ball, we have a trip. 33 taken down on the play. Number, looks like 32. It's going to take the free kick with 14:25 left to play in the second half. 7-1 Cougars. .31 makes the cross. Defended by the Cougars. Back out. 36 takes it back to 31. Rio defends but is pushed. Shot taken, I think, by number 25. Mark Alexander on the block, though. Sends it out of bounds. I keep saying St. George. Gives the George School their first corner kick of the day. We have 13:30 left to play in the second half. 7-1 Cougars. Wyatt goes up and is able to snag it down before the ball gets into any trouble. Now he waits for everybody. Boots it off the side of his foot. Not exactly what he wanted to do, but ends up getting it back. We'll see if he can do a little better this time. Decides to roll it this time. Into McDonough. Over to AB. McDonough. Rio makes the run down the far side, the near sideline. Bodied hard by number 36. Stops that attack, but gives the Cougars excellent position for a free kick just inside the 20. Let's see what Alec Belcastro is going to do with it with 12:10 left to play in the second half. Shoots, curls it left, and we have 12 minutes left to play. The George School will have the goal kick. George School on attack. Cougars defend. Cleared away. Colantino not able to get there in time as it's well out of the reach. Thrown in by the George School. Cougars go back on the defense. Colantino able to body it down. Looks to make a cut. Defended by the George School. Gives Cougars possession. Their end with the throw in. Aiden Barefoot will come in and make the throw. Does so. Belcastro bodies it down. Rio back to Belcastro. Switches the field. Dylan McDonough into Kai. That's not Kai. That's Kai. Sean Bernard and Kai over there on the far side. Rio off his foot, lobs it in. Played down easily by the keeper, who blasted well past midfield. Mark Alexander runs and gets up the sideline, cut off. AB gets it back, dances, looking for the through pass, not able to find it, off the leg of the defender. About 10-15 left to play here in the second half. Mark Alexander moves up from defense, looking to take an offensive role. AB makes the cut, looking for the shot, not there, to Sean Bernard, off the defender, cleared away by George School. Left 7-1 Cougars. The keeper boots it to midfield. McDonough comes away with it. Finds AB. Dillon takes it. Makes the run into space. Bodied by the defender. Still going. Looking to cross. Does. Oh. Just off the foot of the defender. Cully not able to close the deal. 22 making the run. Does off of, not sure who they're giving possession to. Looks like a corner kick for the George School. Their second of the day. Looking to close in on the gap here with 8:50 left to play in the second half. It's a very windy day. Doesn't help with crosses like this. Curls it, gets a head on it, but not able to put it on net. 24 coming in, 31 coming off for the George School. Wyatt Gillespie lines up the goal kick. We have running clock here in the second half. 8 minutes left to play. Rio to McDonough. Back to Alexander, to Barefoot, to Rio. George School comes away with it. 36 crosses the field. 35 charges and played out by Zach Hegedus, now back on defense. The George School will throw it in. 7:28 left to play. Number 22 turns, makes the cross to space. Nobody there. Rio blasts it out. Sean Bernard comes away with it. George School sends it the other way. Wyatt Gillespie able to glove it and looks to move it. Rolls it out to McDonough. No, I'm sorry, that's AB. They almost have the same cleats on. Guess Dylan's are a little more pink, orange than Alex's. But he clears it near side. Barefoot makes the run. McDonough sends it backward. And Mark Alexander sends it upfield. Great play by Cully. Able to make the defender force it out of bounds. And Barefoot will take it out of bounds with 6:20. Plays it into McDonough. AB. McDonough. Turns, shoots off the defender. Maybe been a handball. Belcastro in the midfield. Dances a little bit, now gets it out wide to Rio. Sends it back in midfield. McDonough's there. Boots it off the goalkeeper and out of bounds. Off the goalkeeper for the George School. Gives the Cougars their second corner of the day. 5:40 left to play in the second half. 7-1 Cougars here in the first round of the PAISAA soccer playoffs. AB off of Cully. Cully not able to corral it. Goes out of bounds for the George School throw-in. AB gets it back. Able to save it on the end line. Two defenders on him. Gets around them. Still going. in the corner. Sorry, the pole's there. Still has possession. George School comes away with it. McDonough chases back midfield. The attacker slips. McDonough now has it, comes through the mid, boots it. Kai just a bit outside. The George School will have possession with 4:19. We have pause and play, and here comes the ball. Off the goal kick, Cougars get possession. Mark Alexander on defense. Up to Sean Bernard. He looks to go up the sideline. Has it stripped. Comes the other way. Field must be really slippery, or they have the wrong shoes on today. Everybody's falling down off the ref. It has rained quite a bit today. Sean Bernard. Aiden barefoot. Mark Alexander. Fakes the defender. Comes out wide side. Up the sideline looking to make a cut. Finds space. Does. Tripped. That'll give the Cougars a quick free kick as Belcastro blasts it far and wide to the right, which will give the George School a goal kick with 3 minutes left. Played in by the goalkeeper. 20 plays it up the sideline. Sam Tackett. Belcastro comes near side. Bernard. Back to Belcastro. Dylan McDonough. Back to Zach Hegedus. Looking for the through to Kai. Not there. Belcastro jumps the route. 20 stops up. Gets it up to 37. Turns. 22 is there. Looking to split the defenders. Does, but is defended by Mark Alexander. Gillespie now boots it. Not sure what happened there, but the George School defender boots it back to him. Makes the run. Looking for space. Run up by the defender. McDonough gets it back. Turns. Belcastro now takes possession. Sends it wide side. Across the field, changing the direction to Bernard. Not able to make the turn and go. We have 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Throw in, McDonough, Belcastro, Mark Alexander. Defended, gets it back for himself. Belcastro, Alexander, McDonough. Mark takes it, turns, looks for the shot. Played down by the goalie, cleared away by the defender. 42 seconds left. Cougars will have another corner kick. Keeping the pressure up despite the score. Played in quickly and short to McDonough. George School makes a run now, looking for the defender. Here comes the defense, joining the rush. Played away by the Cougars. $37, $35. And that's ball game, folks. We have a 7-1 victory for the Cougars here in the first round of the PAISAA state playoffs for soccer. We have goals scored by Max Silberg. He had 4 on the day. We had goals by Rafa, who had 2. And we had a goal from Teo Perazzi. 4 goals for the Cougars in the first half, 3 here in the second half. 1 score for the George School. The number 2 seeded Cougars will be in action again back home on, I believe, Tuesday is the set date. I don't know time, and I'm not sure we know opponent yet, but the Cougars move on to the next round of the playoffs. So follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and you will be able to find out when we play our next round. Also this weekend, coming up on Saturday, if you're in the Ohio area, the Kiski Cougar football team will be taking on Western Reserve Academy in their last game of the season. That game will potentially let the Cougars finish with an 8-1 record if they are able to pull off the win. They are currently sitting at 7-1. So if you're in the Ohio area, we will not be streaming that game. Make it out to Western Reserve Academy. Watch the Cougars take on WRA. And again, follow us on social media. You'll be able to find out when the Cougar Soccer will take on their second round opponent in the PAISAA state playoffs. Thanks, folks.